Great, thank you, Wendy. Appreciate it. Hello, everyone, and thank you for attending this webinar. My goal today is to provide some ideas about how to use standard project management and systems engineering processes in a cohesive, complementary, and integrated manner in order to drive positive outcomes, both in systems development and all the way through operations. So combining processes in this manner really required a careful study of the existing process standards from all standards generating organizations. And I will come back to that and refer to it later in the presentation of which ones were referenced. It also required a review of terminology use and case study reviews to understand implementation and the resulting outcomes. Terminology is used differently in different disciplines. However, it can mean similar things. So we'll go over that. So during this webinar, I'm going to focus on two process-related interlocking pieces of this puzzle. A set of processes that are complementary, and those that are unique to the project management and system engineering disciplines. If you are unfamiliar with either discipline, that really shouldn't be a significant hindrance to understanding this method or how to use it. I've taught many organizations and groups on how to use this methodology in achieving project outcomes with success, even with individuals that have had no background at all in project management and systems engineering. If, on the other hand, you do have an understanding or even an in-depth knowledge of either of those processes, I think you will resonate with what I'm saying and the approach that I'm presenting here. So I'm going to present an integrated approach to life cycle management of a system to set the stage. Then we will explore the processes that assist stakeholders in ideating and communicating their vision and their needs, and then engaging as that vision is realized, ultimately accepting the outcomes of the endeavor. So these are what I call the stakeholder-focused processes. Secondly, we're going to look at the processes that are used to develop a solution that will technically achieve the vision of the stakeholders. And these are the solution-focused processes. Then we will review some ideas about measuring outcomes, which is a necessary step to demonstrate success. And finally, we'll take a look at the roles and responsibilities between the two disciplines. So this chart shows a timeline that runs from left to right, but keep in mind that this is shown broken up into 3 rows, just for being able to comprehend what I'm saying here. Normally it would be, the flow would be one long continuous row. The green highlighted areas reflect the standard project management life cycle phases as identified across all standards generating project management organizations, such as the International Association of Project Managers, the IAPM, the Association for Project Management, APM, the International Project Management Association, IPMA, and the Project Management Institute, PMI, and many others. The blue areas reflect the standard systems engineering life cycle areas, life cycle phases, as identified across all standards generating systems engineering organizations, such as the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, or IEEE, the International Organization for Standardization, ISO, or ISO, the International Electrotechnical Commission, IEC, or any combination of those 3. They have a tendency to combine forces and put out standards. The American National Standards Institute, ANSI, or ANSI, and others such as the Department of Defense Military Standards, the Electronic Industries Alliance, EIA, the Society of Automotive Engineers, SAE, and of course the International Council on Systems Engineering, INCOSE. So keep in mind that a project is defined across the board as something that has a lifespan, a specific lifespan. So within PM, a lifespan starts at project discovery and establishment. It goes through preparation and planning activities, and then enters realization, governing, and completing phases. It ends at that project activity closure. Within systems engineering, the system can be conceptualized through a research and development phases that start with new idea exploration. That may or may not be defined in a project. It could be just activities that are ongoing within an organization. And then that moves in systems engineering to mission definition, system concept, and then a highly iterative process of design, development, and integration, which finally evolves into a design that is production or construction ready. And unlike project management, it follows the system into operations, maintenance, and support, and ultimately closure or deactivation of that system as a whole. So this life cycle is shown, the two complementary life cycles are shown one on top of the other. So let's start by breaking this down. We are going to be looking at the left-hand side of the equation first. This is the stakeholder-focused part, which is associated with needs and mission definition, or basically what the stakeholder vision is, what their needs are, and how it will be measured and assessed against the outcome stage. The complementary processes and tools associated with this phase are identification of the stakeholders, or anyone, stakeholders meaning anyone, including the customer, that has a vested interest in the system and how it operates. These stakeholders are identified and documented in a spreadsheet or a database, which we call a stakeholder register. Information including the names of the individuals, the organizations, their titles, contact information, their specific interest in the project, their needs, etc. That type of information should be captured. It's also a great idea to identify key stakeholders within the database, and those are the stakeholders that have that are directly associated with determining the scope of the activity and assessing the success of the outcomes. So, for example, your customer is going to be a key stakeholder, your users are going to be a key stakeholder, and your organization management is going to be a key stakeholder. Determining the proper communications that are needed for each stakeholder and then following through on the communications over the entire life cycle is an imperative. And then further defining the technical requirements and needs and identifying how these will be measured is very important. Keep in mind that the stakeholders are not providing technical solutions, but they need to establish from a technical perspective what is needed. So they will give you key performance parameters, or the range of performance that's acceptable in their minds, and an understanding, of what that performance looks like, not how it is provided. So that understanding and agreement as to how the stakeholders will.
Hi there, hope you enjoyed that last clip. My name is Michael Malutis, and if you'd like to watch the full 60 minutes of that last webcast, while also gaining complete unlimited access to our entire library of IT learning, simply visit our subscribe page at greatpro.org/subscribe. Unlimited annual access is $199 per year, but if you use the coupon code LEARN2EARN, you can drop that membership fee to just $149. That's less than $13 per month for unlimited access to over 1,000 hours of on-demand career development, covering the entire spectrum of IT management best practices, including business analysis and requirements, software development, quality and testing, risk management, process improvement, project management, and even digital transformation. But your membership doesn't just give you unlimited access to our vast learning library. You also get free access to our mobile app, as well as direct access to our network of over 300 of the world's leading IT consultants, all of whom are dedicated to putting practical knowledge at your fingertips so that you can learn more and earn more. I hope you will join me in becoming a member of the Great IT Professional and advancing your career with us. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button above so that you get notified whenever we publish new free webcasts each week of the year. Thank you for your time and best wishes for your continued success.